everybody say hi.
Hi everyone. Hello.
Morning. Okay, that's right. Hi, good morning. Welcome once again to Munch with Jen and Ben. This is Jensen, and that is
Benjamin. Hi everyone.
So once a week at about Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. we say hello to you, and every week we bring two guests on the show. So this is Jensen. This show is produced by Jensen, Siaw International. We hope that this show will bring more light, bring more positive energy and more positive influence in our world. So before we kickstart the show, let my co-host Benjamin introduce himself. Go, Ben.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Benjamin, editor of Asia Advisors Network. Like what Jensen said just now, we want to bring more light and positivity to the world given the current climate. But we must also take things very seriously. So if you have been watching our past episodes, you'll know the setup is a little bit different today. So we are trying to make the table longer and trying to keep some safe social distance, or safe distance as they call it, yeah? To make sure that everything is in order.
Yeah, that's right. So social distancing. So can we just show the audience that we are at least 1 meter away from each other. 1 meter away.
Yeah, just one hand.
Yeah. And Ben, we have our first lady on Munch with Jen and Ben.
Yes, if you think the scene suddenly looks very nice because we have our very first female friend on the show. So on my right, we have Jaslyn. Jaslyn was our top 5 rookie insurance agent of the year as the Asia Trusted Life Agents and Advisors Awards last year. So say hi, Jaslyn, and introduce yourself. Yep.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Jaslyn. I'm a mother of 2, and I joined the business in July 2017. And I'm now an agency leader, holding the fort for 7 FCs in my team.
Yay! And you see, so you brought a lady and I brought a very, very colorful gentleman. Now, so to all audience, if you find him very, very familiar, his name is Edmund Khong. He's a World Master Clown and keynote speaker with Jensen Siaw International. Give him a big hand. Yay! Hi, Edmund. Say hello.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome for joining us to join us here in the show. My name is Edmund Khong. I'm also known as the human cartoon. Like what Jensen said, you probably have seen me appear on the newspapers and on your TV. All right, just Google Edmund Khong, and then you can find a lot of information about me. So I perform. I do a variety of different things: clown acts, magic acts, juggling acts, funny stunts. So you can, you can find me very easily once you Google Edmund Khong. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So Edmund Khong, and then we have Jaslyn, so with Jensen and Ben. And Edmund, today you have something special to kick off our show, right?
Oh, I nearly forgot.
Yes, you have something special to kick off our show.
Yes.
Would you like to tell our audience and tell all of us about it?
Don't tell, let's show.
Okay, just show.
Let music, please.
Music, please. Okay, why don't you... So you are going to show the special magic now, right? Now, what you might not know is Edmund is well-versed in the art of clowning. He has traveled the world. He has performed at the World Clowning Competition, and because he was crowned the champion in 2 years, 2017 and 18, so he is also crowned the World Master Clown. And there are only how many in the world?
There are only 4 in the world, and I'm the only one that's outside of the Americas.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, Master Clown.
Yes.
Now the time is yours. Take it away.
Let's have some fun with toys.
So what are you doing now? Come, let's take a look. Whoa.
Wow.
So we have bubbles. Yes, come on. Bubbles. Then we have the smoke inside. Woohoo.
You see that? What you call a bubble inside a bubble?
Bubble inside a bubble.
Wow. I think my sons will love you, Edmund.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Woo!
Teach you guys how to make this secret solution, the magic solution, and you guys can try with your own kids, right?
Cool.
Snowman.
It is very difficult not for kids to love you, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snowman.
So 3 of us here both have, all of us have 3 kids each. Our kids was...
No, 2 Don't anyhow over-report.
Yeah, I was testing you, Ben.
I only have 2.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so now, let's take a look. Edmund is now gathering a combination of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balloons already. We have 7 balloons already. Now, how many are you going to put together, Edmund?
This is like a traditional merry-go-round.
Traditional merry-go-round. Okay, let's take a look again.
Wow.
Wow. Woo-hoo. Okay, Robin, go ahead.
Spinning bubbles.
Spinning bubbles. And this is Edmund Khong World Master Clown and a keynote speaker with
Bye-bye.
Jensen Siaw International. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Time for some special ones?
Yeah, special
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. I like toys, so I brought a little toy over here. I modified this.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, just keep it going.
Wow.
Anybody can do it, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Annabelle. Good to see you again, Annabelle.
Yeah, so all viewers, say hello
Leslie.
to
Oh,
us.
Leslie.
Hey,
Our
Leslie.
guest last week is watching the show as well.
Yeah.
Let's combine.
Wow.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Azri. Then we have Sunmin. Sharon, hi. Annabelle, welcome to the show again.
Let's combine them.
Hi, Helen.
Oh, so what's happening now? Edmund? Ooh, so magical.
Yin yang, yin yang.
Yin Yang.
Yin
Yeah.
yang bubble.
Wow.
The secret, secret.
Wow. Oh.
Secret is that you just need to get one small ring and a big ring. You combine them together and then can do it. In fact, Jaslyn can help me.
Okay, come on, let's do it. Yes.
Anybody can do it. It's not as hard as you think.
Okay.
Oh, we do what we call a volcano bubble.
Volcano bubble. Volcano bubble. Okay, volcano bubble. So now, right now, we are on Munch with Jen and Ben show. This is episode number 3, and we have Edmund Khong, World Master Clown, with Jaslyn, our HR Director-turned-COT producer. Like, Edmund, take it away.
Snowball. Jaslyn, can you help me to pop the bubble, the film just right on top? Pop and then let go.
Ooh, volcano bubble.
Everybody, big round of applause!
Oh.
Let's give you a special present, man. Special award. Wow, this is just a pop house, huh?
This is a
Bubble tea.
bubble tea straw, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, come. Wow.
Like that also what? Normal bubble.
Edmund, I wonder, did you use
yeah.
these tricks to win the heart of your wife?
No, I actually picked this up like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Normal bubble, right?
Yes, bubble. So, joining us on the show right now is Edmund Khong.
For you.
Wow.
Hey.
Hey Ben, you don't have
Don't have what?
Don't have bubble lah. No magic.
I blow bubbles at home for my sons. Yeah.
You blow bubbles at home for your son. So it's not about okay lah. Now Edmund has stolen the show.
Exactly.
Yes, but once again, let's give Edmund a big hand. Whoa.
Wow.
Yes, okay, so once again, welcome to Munch with Jen and Ben, and this is episode number 3. So this is Jensen, on my left is Edmund, we have Jaslyn, and my co-host,
Benjamin.
Yeah, today is 31st of March, and today is a very important day. Very, very important.
Super important.
Super important.
The
Okay.
most important day of the year. Okay.
And it's the one of the most important day of your life.
Oh, very.
Okay, so because today is whose birthday?
Today is my wife's birthday.
Hello, Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi,
Happy
baby.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, and then of course today is also the birthday of Joshua Liu. Joshua, who joined us last week as one of our guests. Former Mr. Singapore, and last week, if you watched show episode number 2, he was dancing away.
Yes.
So, shall we sing a fast happy birthday song for 2 of them? To
All
Michelle
right.
and Joshua, ready? 1,
Of course.
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Michelle
and Joshua.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow, the harmony some more.
Yeah. 我们有和声的好不好? Okay, so now in every episode, every show, we bring in 2 special guests and we have a chat. We have relived some memories of our lives and our childhood. So let's start today's first question. Ben, would you take it away, please?
All right, because this week's theme, we are talking about creating magic in your life. So everything must be magical, right?
Yes.
So the first question that we have for the guests, if a genie grants you a wish, what would you wish for?
If a genie grants you a wish, what would you wish for? And if you're on our show and you're watching us, we'd like you to comment below as well. If a genie grants you a wish right now,
Yes.
what would you wish for? So Ben, who do you think will answer this question first?
How about Edmund then?
Must be a genie. Cannot be some other magical entity.
It
Must
can be, and you're a world-class clown and world-class magician, so you can tell us your thoughts on this.
All right. I like to travel. So my dream is to travel to like every country in the world to perform for all the people. the families and the children over there, which I'm really fortunate enough to do a little bit of. So I performed in the US, in Japan, China, Indonesia, Thailand. All thanks to my friends, my fans, and my business friends who get me over. So yeah, I want to do a lot more of that to share joy and my performance with others.
So maybe we put it in context. Like imagine the genie comes and said, okay, Edmund, you like to perform. What we're going to do is we're going to put you in all the places, 170 over countries around the world immediately.
Yeah.
Then he multiplies you and teleports you all there. How about that?
If I can experience everything at the same time, right? Like what do they call it? Omnipresence, right?
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
but I actually prefer to like savor each experience individually.
Yeah,
I think that would be more meaningful.
Now there's there are a few things that omnipresence. One of these starts with C, but that's what we don't want.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
COVID is omnipresence now, right? Almost anywhere. Okay, so Edmund wants to perform for people across the world. Yeah. What about? Maybe before we go, Jaslyn. Hey, Ben, what about you?
I think now, in this climate, I really hope, like you said, our not so good friend C will disappear soon. Yeah, so my wish would be for it to go away so that things can go back to normal. But at the same time, using this period, I hope everyone's try to take it positively and use the time wisely to upgrade yourselves, to learn more, and watch Munch with Jen and Ben, because other than being entertained, we hope you get away with a lot of key takeaways for business and for life.
Can I just inject something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think the coronavirus thingy does affect me quite a bit, because this year I actually plan to go to US twice, and then a Japan trip in July, and all these trips are affected. But I think it's important that we learn to stay positive and make best of the situation right now.
Yes, of course.
And talking about staying positive, nothing beats the lady beside you. Yes, this is our lady, Jaslyn. Jaslyn is, from the few years I've known you, and Ben, I've known you, we have always seen you smile, you're positive, you are bright, you are always inspiring and encouraging on the social media platform, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, or Facebook. So, Jaslyn, if a genie grants you a wish, what would you wish for?
I think certainly with the current climate, like what Ben said, hopefully we can things go back to normal as soon as possible, so that not so many jobs are affected. We have seen how the economy, how the healthcare people, everybody's affected in some way or another. So of course, silver lining is we hope to have more productive time. We make the best out of this situation, where we say that we have make lemonade out of lemons. So yeah, that's the first one. I mean, pragmatically.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess I'm also a pragmatic realist. I guess for a genie to appear, since young, I've always wanted to have a genie, grant us a wish. But I guess I learned it the hard way. I'm more grounded because I guess I've gone through a lot in my life. And I think the first, I learned it the hard way because I think when I was 17, something to share, very personal story. And Songmin, just now, if you mentioned
Songmin, yes.
Songmin is my dad.
Hi.
I asked him to tune in. Hello. So something I think a memory between us, childhood memory.
Yeah.
When I was 17, a big incident happened in my life. So something I never really shared in public, but that incident hit me a lot. It was something that wasn't very happy event. So what happened was that in the first 3 months of my JC, I was in one of Singapore's one of the better JCs.
Okay, you're in better JCs. Ben, were you in a JC?
Yes.
Okay, were you in JC, Edmund?
Yes, I was.
Yes, I was not in the JC. Okay.
okay, something relative, right?
Yeah.
So then I was in the first 3 months in arts in the science stream. So after first 3 months, the posting results came out. Somehow I was posted to the art stream. Very strangely, because my best friend Kylie and I, we had the same result, 7-pointer.
Okay.
She remained in science in the same JC.
Okay.
I went to arts. It was very funny. So I realized, I made the biggest blunder at that point in my life. I actually chose the art stream upon selection of JC. During that period, we were supposed to do online thing. Yeah,
yes.
I clicked the bullet arts stream without me knowing. 3 months later, then I found out upon posting a result. So my dad actually went to the same JC, pleaded back the principal to ask her to give me a chance. And the principal was nonchalant. I don't even mention the JC, but asked him to get out. So
Wow.
yeah, he was banning, he was pleading the principal, and the principal said, no, you get out. So that was when I think the genie somehow appeared in my life. I just told myself that, okay, never mind, we'll get out of this JC and then we'll find another one. But the funny thing was, after 2 days of searching, he drove me around, my dad drove me around whole Singapore finding the JC. But I think at that time, a lot of students were already enrolled.
Yeah.
So even a person like me, 7-pointer, I couldn't find a JC.
7-pointer.
Wow.
7-pointer cannot find JC. Yeah.
Yes.
Guess how many points I had? You look at me, you know that I'm the kind of scholar type,
But I think the point was, I told him, let's go to, one of the JCs in Singapore. The best JC in Singapore, I told him. He said, which one? I said, the one in the West where there is, if you all know, in Singapore, there's only one JC with aircon classroom. I told him that is the best JC. And I enjoyed my 2 years of aircon classroom.
Okay, so now we know. Jaslyn's wish is she could go back to when she was 17 years old and enjoy the life again.
Not really, but I guess it's like, the genie in our lives is that we are our own genie.
Okay, we are our own genies.
And it comes in many forms, right? I mean, your dad obviously was going all out to help you during that time. Yeah, I think that's amazing. So, hi, uncle.
Yes, uncle 那时你辛苦了啊。Yeah, 身为人父 as a father is always not easy. And of course to the mothers. Now we say hello to our viewers. We have Gerald. Hi, Gerald. Yeah,
Wow.
Gerald wants to have superhuman powers.
But what kind of superhuman powers, Superhuman powers, there are a lot.
Yes, and of course many of them say find an immediate cure for COVID. Leslie, you want to be teleported anywhere you want. You can make many eggs for many people. Annabelle say health and happiness. Well, and then many of them are saying happy birthday to Michelle and Joshua.
And there's this comment from Annabelle or Helen, right? Hi, Helen. Shall we get Benjamin to say something from the bottom of his heart to Michelle? The love of his life.
Oh, okay. Now I prepare music, okay?
Well, so again, every episode, so I must proclaim my love for my wife, is it?
yeah. Every episode. So we're going to zoom into Ben, okay? We're gonna
which camera?
Okay, roving camera. Okay, I'm going to play the music first. Build the mood. Okay, music on.
Cannot, water droplets, be careful, my friend. Yeah.
Okay, now Ben is going to share a few heartfelt words with his wife, Michelle, whose birthday is today.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Michelle. Really the love of my life and super understanding wife. Because if you remember last year at the second anniversary celebration for HR Advisors Network, it was our anniversary day celebration, and she was fine with me doing that. And today is her birthday, and I'm here again with Munch with Jen and Ben. So so happy birthday, my wife. The love of my life. Yeah.
Happy birthday once again, Michelle. Yay!
Happy birthday, Michelle.
Okay, so Annabelle and Helen, you got your wish come true. Ben has declared his love for his wife once again. Now, back to Edmund. Edmund, early on you were talking about you wanting to perform for people across the world.
Yes.
So can you, you look like you are certain age.
Yes.
Yeah.
18?
18. Yeah, 21. Now, how many years have you been professionally performing the art of clowning?
Okay, so there's this funny joke that I had when I was in NUS. NUS, university student, they usually work part-time and then they study full-time.
Yeah.
Correct, right? Yeah, but I was spending so much time on building my business and performing then that in my hostel, I'm known as working full-time and studying part-time.
Working full-time and studying
so your question
part-time.
is, when did I start professionally, right? So I registered a business in 2005.
2005.
So 2001 to 2005, I was in the U.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has been a long 14 years.
Long 14 years for Edmund Khong, right?
2005 was the crazy year.
2005 was a crazy year, yeah.
That was the year I left the university. Correct?
Okay, yes.
So that's the year I registered my business. That's also the year I got married.
Wow!
That's also the year that I went to the birthplace of what we call modern clowning, which is the US, where they had all the ringing circus and all the clowns and so forth. Yeah.
Okay,
so 2005 was a crazy year. Yeah.
So almost 15 years already.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so we have 15 years as a professional clown and entertainer. We have Jaslyn, who from HR director became being in the insurance business and did very well. Now let's move on to question number 2 because you have both created many magical moments in your life. And question number 2 is, what is the most magical moment in your life?
Yes.
Of course, we have lived our 18 to 21 years of life. Yeah.
17 for me, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and so having lived that years, what is the most magical moment in your life since then?
Yes, and for those watching at home as well, maybe you can share with us in the comment section what's the most magical moment in your life too. Yeah, and we will read some of your comments later, yeah? So wow us.
Okay, I tell you what, because I'm also the main host, right? So maybe I should start first. How about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so to all viewers and audience, now I always feel that life is about making new decisions and getting breakthroughs, becoming a better version of ourselves. And I tell you, when I first started my business, many friends, especially entrepreneurs, told me that entrepreneurship will bring you on an amazing journey of your life and bring you to the most challenges. Okay, so two entrepreneurs here can totally understand. But when I became a father, I realized that parenthood is the most amazing, magical, and challenging journey. So if I were to define the most magical moment in my life, would be the moments where my son and my daughter, Kian and Kazan, were born, and those they were the best gifts of my life until today. It's still magical as we journey through life. And that deserves applause, right?
Yes.
Woo!
To all the parents.
Yeah, to all the parents. Okay, now co-host Ben, come. Let's take it away.
Yeah, so in fact, it's the same. I think to me, the most magical moment in my life was when I became a father, when my first son, Nathan, was born. I think it really changes everything, right? I mean, of course, I love my wife. We were together for some time and we got married and all. But when you have a son, when you have a kid, when the kid is born, everything changes. And for better or for worse, you see yourself in your kids, I think. All the good habits, even the bad habits. Yeah, you see them as a replication of you. So, yeah, I think that was really a magical moment. And you find that your responsibility has changed. And you really just want to be the best version of yourself to inspire, and hopefully that your son or your kids will pick up all the right habits and the good habits and impact the world positively. And that's what I feel.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yep.
You wanted to be the best versions of, better than ourselves, actually.
Definitely.
Yeah. So let's go on to the next parent. And our next parent is Jaslyn. Hi, Jaslyn.
Hello.
Yeah. So what is the most magical moment in your life?
So we have heard two fathers speak, right? You know, defining that the most magical moment is always parenthood. And can you imagine that to a mother like myself? You know, you carry the birth of your children through pregnancy for 9 months. And I definitely define, that's the most magical moment when Claire was born. Wow. And then Cajun came along after, about 2 years later. So sometimes they just give us very magical moments, and sometimes they would also make us, sometimes they are so up to mischief. But just like what Ben said, you see yourself in them.
You see yourself in them, yes.
Yeah, really, like the way we talk and the way he retorts back.
Yep.
My son retorts back. This morning, I recounted this incident. Like last night, we were going to sleep, and then he was pushing me off the edge of the bed. So I said, "Hey, stop pushing me, I will fall off the bed." He said, "But you call me a baby, right, Mom? So if I'm a baby, then my bones are small. If I fall down, then my bones will go brittle, and then I will actually have an accident. But you are adult, so your bones are bigger. That's why you will not, even if you fall a bit, it's okay." So things like that. I'm like, okay, that's what a 6-year-old son would say. And I guess that's how parenthood is. It's like, when you talk to them, they reply you back in some adult manner that you never anticipate.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, and so you just have to be prepared that whatever you say today comes back to you in many other forms in future.
Definitely. I'll give you an example. One, as a motivational speaker, I always believe that we have choices, right? Yeah, so I told my kids that you always have a choice. And one day, when I told him to do something that he didn't really want to do, then he replied, "Papa, you say I have a choice." Yeah, you have a choice. That's when the mommy comes in.
See, mummies are always, the disciplinarian, right?
Mummies are always the special people in the family. Yeah.
The saver, the saver.
Yeah, the saver. So we have 3 parents have spoken. We move on to Edmund, who is the person who has brought a lot of magical moments to the lives of people around the world.
I hope so.
Yeah. So for you, Edmund, what is your magical moment?
So the most magical moment in my life is also the same. It's also my kids. No. So I currently have no children. So I'm going to go off a bit off a tangent.
Yeah,
so
please go ahead.
I'm not going to talk about parents, since I want to talk about something different. Since we talk about the crazy year I had, 2005, right? So that was the year I flew over to US, to the University of Wisconsin. They had summer classes for clowning.
Summer classes for clowning.
So that's the first time I went over there to learn from all the masters there, and then all the clown celebrities are there.
Wow.
Yeah. So I actually met one of my favorite celeb clown. Her name is called Betty Cash.
Betty Cash.
Yeah, she's like the go-to consultant for your clown image.
Wow.
She's like a tailor for your clothes.
Whoa.
So on photos day, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets dressed up in our makeup and all, and we take a very big group picture.
Yeah.
So I saw her coming down the corridor. And I saw her, I was like, like the first time you see your 偶像 or your idol, right? Then you want to then you want to go and talk to her, but should you talk to her or should you go crazy? I don't know what to do. But and then so I did pluck up my courage, right? To ask her and speak to her and get her tips on how I can improve my clowning. Now, notice that must take note that she's a very busy person. She's a famous celeb in this world. So, but yet she was very kind to me.
So what did she say?
So she said, at the time, the most one tip that I remember was that she said not to add too much colors.
Not to add too much colors.
Not to add too much colors. But are you taking her?
I'm taking But sometimes we always think that the clowns always have very colorful costumes and so forth. Actually, it's not true,
Okay, not true.
Especially if you are performing like very far away from the audiences, right? You want to have like clean-cut lines.
Okay.
Yeah, like for example, 3 or 4 colors. Not like this today.
Yeah, of course.
But then again, we're doing close-up today, right? So this is fine.
Good save.
Yeah. So she was very kind to me. She gave me, she took a bit of a time out and then she advised me. And to me, that kindness left a very big impression on me. And today I try to give back. So whenever I go and teach clowning classes now, I want to give back this kindness back to my students.
And talking about kindness, I know you also have gone to hospitals and places where kids really need this form of happiness.
Yeah, I try to do it as much as I can. On a pro bono basis.
Yes,
that's
definitely.
for my, what we call the Caring Clowns project.
Awesome.
I always like to say like doctors and nurses. Yeah, we want to applaud them today, right?
Of
Because
course,
they're working. Whoa.
Okay, let's give a big hand.
To all the hardworking doctors and nurses and everybody in the medical sector, right? Who trying to help us recover from this situation. So I always say that doctors and nurses, they heal the body. But clowns can help to heal the mind.
Wow. And the heart as well.
That's right.
Warm the heart as well.
Yeah. Laughter is the best medicine.
Yes. So talking about laughter, warming the heart, and talking about children, why don't we take a visit to our childhood?
Oh, good idea.
We're in this place called Munch. So Munch is a place where you have old school biscuits, toys, and stuff like that. So now we're gonna get Ken, our roving cameraman, going to show you some of the tidbits here. Okay, so Edmund and Jaslyn, you can turn over. Okay, so he's going to help you pick your favorite snack when you were young. Okay, you can turn over. So Jaslyn, is that yours? Is that your favorite snack?
Oh, yes, the tasty biscuits.
The tasty biscuits, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Edmund, which is yours? Is it the keropok or is it what kind of biscuits is your...
We'll bring it here and let's see whether the viewers can recognize it or not.
Okay, oh, I know that.
Oh.
Okay, yay.
I think now there are ice cream flavors of that as well, right?
Okay, yeah. In case the viewers might not know, our roving cameraman Ken, he's the owner and boss of Munch. Woohoo! Okay, so let's take a look at the tidbits that you have on the table. So Jaslyn, you have chosen a biscuit. It's called Tasty Biscuit. And Edmund, you have chosen the 白兔奶糖.
White rabbit.
White rabbit seed. Okay, we're going to zoom into them so that you can look at zoom into them so that we can look at the things they've chosen. Okay, so maybe Edmund first. Edmund, why did you choose this? Tell us about your affiliation with this.
I think a lot of people will remember this. If you live in Singapore and then you had this as a kid. And now there's a huge trend, right? Yes. About eating retro food. So now this thing is memorable and of significance to me, right? It's because this is I can only eat this during Chinese New Year.
You can only eat this during Chinese
because
New Year.
my mom feels that it's like too sweet. Yeah, so I only get to eat this during Chinese New Year. And you know when you let the kids only eat during Chinese New Year, what we do, we just eat
everything.
Buffet style.
Yeah, so this is very memorable for me.
Memorable. So how many have you eaten all at once?
Well, I think I had stuff like 8 or 10.
Okay, we shall repeat that another time. Another time. So yes, you can go ahead and help yourself to one of the
thank you.
White Rabbit sweet.
Yes.
Jaslyn, what about you? Our tasty biscuits here.
Yeah, tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so even until today, right, I still eat this. Sometimes, on the go. I used to eat this when I was younger. I was studying and then I will start munching. And this one is the type that is butter biscuit. So it's easier to munch and you won't get your hands dirty. Unlike like potato chips, it's all over the face, right? So and then I think my mom loves this. I think she introduced this to me before.
Okay, I know why your mom introduced this to you. Because it's easier to eat. And doesn't cause a lot of mess.
Yes, I think
Easier
so.
to clean.
Yes, and then now my daughter takes after me. Claire likes this also.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
But I got a question.
Yeah.
Can you still find this inside those regular...
supermarkets. You can still find this.
But of course, if you can't find it, please come here and find.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
No. You can find it elsewhere, but at Munch is the best.
Yes, of course.
Yes. And like,
What is that?
Okay, what is that?
this?
Let's take a look. Zoom in.
This one is the...
This is
So
yeah.
I've been presented
Okay, you
with
can lift it
some-
up. Edmund,
Yes.
what do you see?
This is the same brand, but of a different flavor.
Same brand of a different flavor.
Let me see. What's the flavor here? Matcha.
Wow, matcha white rabbit
So
sweet.
is this like new? A new flavor?
flavor?
Okay.
Oh, it's a new flavor. I know one good friend who likes matcha, and I know why Ken brings it
There's
in
some
now.
Chinese words here. My Chinese is really bad. Can anybody translate? Can you all see? What does it say?
Okay, we asked the junior college lady, all right? What is the Chinese?
抹茶味牛奶糖.
抹茶味牛奶糖.
Why is that 100 there? Is it like a special anniversary edition? It's a 100, is it? Is it like,
Wow.
So this candy has been around for like 100 years.
So I'm going to try it now.
Okay, go
This is
ahead.
the first time I'm seeing this flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know one person that you know very well who likes matcha?
Ooh.
Joshua.
Oh, hi Joshua, happy birthday. I'll eat this for you, yeah?
Okay, so you tell us how does it taste?
To be honest, you can't taste it yet because there's the film, right? If you remember, there's the
yeah.
film around
The rice film.
Yeah, around
The rice.
sweet.
Okay, while we're eating the sweets, now in case you're thinking where is Munch and what Munch is. So Munch is a place right here, and we're gonna play a video for you to see Munch. Take a look. Yeah, so on the screen now we have the video of Munch.
This is the part we can scratch our hair.
Yeah, they can still hear you lah. You can still say hello.
I know it's on.
Yeah. So Ben, how's the matcha sweet?
Wow, very nice.
Very nice, huh?
There's that matcha taste, but at the same time, you can tell that it's that white rabbit sweet. So it has the original version.
Okay.
If you're watching this video, everybody, write in the comments whether you have eaten this white rabbit candy while you were young. And then let us know whether you have heard those urban myths saying that you cannot eat the paper.
You cannot eat the paper.
Yeah, the rice paper wrapping around the candy. Then you must try to peel it away as much as you can.
You know the first time...
Have you heard of it?
I know. The first time I handed this to my kids.
Yes.
Okay. So then they asked, Papa, this paper, can we eat this paper? Did it happen to your kids, Jaslyn?
Good question, yeah. So what did you tell them?
Of course, you can
Yes.
eat it. Then they will give you that doubtful eyes. Then we got to demonstrate first.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't introduced this to my kids.
Oh, really?
We are trying to keep them from eating things that are too sweet.
Oh,
Then you just ate it on live camera.
Like this.
Yeah. So this
Occasional snacks are okay lah. Yeah. Especially this special anniversary, 100 anniversary.
You ask the master clown, someone entertains kids, everything also okay.
one- Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So maybe let them eat only during Chinese New Year.
No, that's an idea.
Oh,
That's
so
an
once a
idea.
year you can eat during Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
You know, but kids nowadays don't listen. Like, you know, once a year you eat. Would that happen? Do your kids listen, Jaslyn?
Obviously not.
Okay, yeah, obviously.
But of course, I'm not as disciplined as Benjamin and his wife introducing sweets later.
We
So
try.
You try,
try.
yeah. My
Yeah.
son just opens the fridge every morning.
Yeah.
Then he open
Yeah.
and then he'll take his own vitamin C and drink. And
Okay.
then he'll take some snacks to eat already in the
Oh,
morning.
I
Yeah.
see.
So he's self-sufficient in a way.
Okay, so he can help himself, independent.
Independent, yes.
Okay, cool. Now, Ben, would you like to take our guest to the last question or the next
Yeah.
question?
Yes.
Yes.
So, before we go to the last question, Annabelle made this comment which I think I must share.
Yes, come.
They say, haha, our wish is granted, so Ben is the genie.
Oh.
Yeah, so Ben creates magic in your life, I think. In everybody's life.
Okay, Ben, the next episode 4, you better also create magic.
Okay, then Edmund can teach me to blow some bubble. And,
Yeah.
That's a magic, right?
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
have magic, we have had dancing, we have had, what else? Cooking. Now, maybe
Cooking.
next episode, you should do some of your magic or secret
Actually, I
talent.
realized that all this I cannot do, Cooking, magic, dancing.
I can teach you some impromptu magic today if we have time. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, so, yeah, go
moving
ahead.
on to the last question, because I think a lot of you here are also wanting to have some key business takeaways. So I want to ask my guest and also Jensen as well, how do you create magic in your work life? Yeah, so at work, how do you create magic? How do you have the passion and love what you do? So Edmund, how about, or Jaslyn? Okay, let Jaslyn answer first then. Let
Okay,
Jaslyn answer first.
Jaslyn
Yeah.
first.
I guess the magic in our lives, like what I've shared earlier, I guess the genie first, I realized that the genie is actually ourselves. We control the destiny of our life. Of course, we don't control life and death, but we control many other things. So I realized that over time, the second learning lesson point in my life, I think it's self-discipline. Self-discipline is actually the bridge between your goals and your accomplishment. If you have that's what I learned in the corporate days when I was working in HR also. We always set a top line goal at a top target, and then we align all activities towards that outcome. So this is how we actually control our fate. I think the locus of control is internal. That's something I always emphasize within myself and also to my team members, that you control no matter how bad the situation is. Amidst of today's situation, it's very bad that we can't even go out to meet customers sometimes. Customers are actually, they're afraid and they're staying at home, which we understand. So we must find ways to actually help them. We still go out to protect lives as much as possible. And I think for myself, routine, discipline is something, a very big part of my life. I actually wake up at 5 a.m. every morning on weekdays. And that's when I actually plan to do something that's a lot more strategic, because I realized in my HR days, we're always firefighting. Every day we wake up, we go to the office, we look at our emails, and then we respond. That's very reactive. But when I jump on board into entrepreneurship, I realized that that's something I can do. And the autonomy I now have is that I can control my own time. I can control the activities I want to do. So in the morning, I will do very strategic things like strategic planning. And I think that's how I managed to actually overcome a lot of obstacles to transit from an HR person, a professional, into the industry, to change myself into a consultant within. I joined this industry in July 2017, and that's how I think within 6 months I managed to secure do a MDRT, and after that, the first year, 2018, I guess that was the magical moment in my life. I wanted to add on just now about that. I think a lot comes from hard work. If you want your easy life, you must do the hard things in life.
If you want an easy life, you must do the hard things in life.
If you choose the easy way, then you will have a hard life.
Wow. If you choose an easy way, then you will have a hard life. Okay, this sentence can I repeat to all the children.
All the children that must repeat for Claire and Cajun.
Everybody.
Listen to mommy, okay? I'm talking to you, Claire and Cajun, and of course to many other people who is listening out there. If you want an easy life, you must do the hard stuff. If you do the easy things, then you will have a hard life in future. All these are what we call as delayed gratification.
Yeah. Well, easy and hard. So which one will you choose? Benjamin, so easy and hard, which one would you choose?
I I want easy life with easy results kind of.
Your children are watching. Your children are watching.
You're talking about magic. I think if there was one person who could just create a magical moment easily, then it must be Edmund, right? Yeah. Edmund, so
Yes.
how do you create magic in your work and in your career and your life?
I think I'll add on to what Jaslyn said
Yes.
about self-discipline, right? So I always try to be mindful, to be living at the moment, to live the current moment, to be mindful of my current situation or scenario. I think to live in the present. I think nowadays a lot of people, almost everybody, we're on our cell phones and we get distracted easily and we're not living in the moment. I think it's important to live in the moment because when we live in the moment, we are actually communicating more effectively and more productively when we speak to our customers and clients, and we're not distracted by all these things. I think we need to go back to being human again.
Live in the moment.
To live in the moment.
Yeah.
So that takes, of course, self-discipline. I think it's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think, so other than working very hard, don't forget to live in the moment, right? Yeah. So for those of you who don't know Jaslyn very well, Jaslyn actually gave up a high-paying senior role, which was a global HR director role in a MNC, right? To join the insurance industry. Yeah. So I think that shows how much she wanted to create magic in her own life, right? Rather than being in the corporate world. So maybe Jaslyn, can you also share with us your thoughts when you were trying to create this magic in your life? Why you decided to move out of the corporate world, which you were doing very well in, and decided to join the insurance industry?
Yes, I think to add on to what Benjamin said, to complete what I wanted to, in terms of the magical moment, it came in 2018 when I was a full-year rookie and I did a COT. And after that, I went on to receive many other awards, company awards. But I think the ones that resonate the most within me is the number one top sum assured. And that was given to me, meaning to say that in that year, I protected families up to 46 million sum assured. I'm sure you all heard about the big Toto prize. It can be 12 million, 10 million. Then people go out and queue and buy Toto and all that, right? But if you think of it in a contextual, bigger reference, 46 million is what, in the event, touch wood, really, if something happens to all my clients, suddenly the safety net of 46 million being paid out by the company to insure their families. I think to me that was like something magical moment. When I got the award, it just came to my mind that, okay, I have protected my clients and their families 46 million.
46 million. Wow. The value that you bring to the families. So if you measure your economic value as a professional, it's worth $46 million. How many total is that?
I don't know. I don't buy. I really don't know.
46 million. So I think it's about creating magic moments in the lives of other people. When we focus on creating magical moments in the lives of our friends, our communities, our world, then actually we also create more magical moments in our career and our lives.
Yes.
Because especially when you go around, for example, when we go around speaking, training, we impact lives, we touch lives. When you go around protecting lives, protecting families, you see the smiles, you see the assurance on their face, then you really love it. So Emma, when you go around performing, you go around performing, in that moment you lift the two corners of the mouth of like all the tens and hundreds of children there. In that moment, do you feel that you are like, I'm a big father?
I feel like I'm like a super idol.
Wow. You are the kids' idol.
I think what's important is I always feel that when I'm doing a performance, it's always not about myself, it's about the audiences and the spectators, the value which they are getting.
Yeah, so it's interesting that it's always not about ourselves, but about the value that the other person is getting.
Yeah.
Ben, your co-host on this show, but Ben is also the founding editor of Asia Advisors Network, and you have founded the Asia Trusted Life Agents and Advisors Award, and you have a very good and beautiful wife. You have two amazing kids, and outside you also have a hobby.
I work a lot lah. Not
Okay,
really.
you work a lot.
That was to say for my boss.
Yeah. So Ben is well versed in insurance sector. You know a lot about the data, the information, and you go around speaking. Now, so in your writing and everything, you have of course impacted the lives of many advisors and senior executives. So tell us some of the response that they have given you on about the content that has been generated by Asia Advisors Network.
So I think one of the vision or one of the reasons why I came out with Asia Advisors Network is really to shine the spotlight on the good that a lot of financial advisors and insurance agents are doing out there. I'm sure you guys agree. A lot of times when things are reported in the papers, in the media, it's always bad news, right?
Yeah.
Bad news, then people will put everything and say agents no good and stuff like that. But the fact is, a lot of times people are out there helping to protect families and protect lives and to narrow the society's protection gaps. Like what Jaslyn mentioned just now, the total sum assured that she managed to help families to secure. So yeah, that's the reason why, number one, we came out with Asia Advisors Network and also the Asia Trusted Life Agents and Advisors Awards. So that's a regional platform to really recognize and showcase the good that all the agents and advisors do.
When is the closing date?
Today actually. Yeah. So please submit today. AsiaAdvisorsNetwork.com, go and find the awards page. Yeah. So and I think as an organizer, as a creator of the awards, you see a lot of entries, and honestly, I'm very touched by a lot of the entries. Because a lot of these agents and advisors out there, they go way beyond just insurance. A lot of them give back to their company, give back to the industry, and even give back to society. A lot of them are out there doing very good work for the society.
Yeah.
So keep it up, everybody. I think it's a great job that you guys are doing. And Asia Advisors Network, together with Jensen Siaw International, we are here to support you to do the great job that you guys are doing for society. Yes.
Yes.
加油!
加油! Yes. And talking about support, nobody or no group of people will need more support than our nurses and doctors and the healthcare professionals right now. So before we close our show, I'd like to give us a couple of minutes, 30 seconds to 1 minute per person to say a few words of motivation, encouragement, gratitude to our healthcare workers who is working hard and the people behind the front line who are you are doing a lot of work tirelessly but we do not know. So the messages from four of us go to you. Okay, so I'm gonna kick off first. Okay, now to all the healthcare workers, professionals, frontline people behind the scenes. Now, you know that we have fears, we know that you have fears. The fact that because you decided to take out your professional responsibility, you decided to take out responsibility as a fellow human being, a fellow Singaporean, to help protect our society, to help nurse the injured or nurse the people who are sick now to better health, we respect you. Last night at 8 p.m., I'm sure you heard the applause around Singapore in support of your efforts, and to you, we salute you. So a salute to all our people who are fighting hard and leading us on this fight. Thank you so much.
So first of all, thank you very much to all of you. So Singapore is recovering, all thanks to your efforts. So I hope you guys can also take a little break whenever you have the time. All right? And the rest of Singapore, all of us are all behind you all the way. 加油! Woo!
And coming from me, thank you very much to all the frontline staff, to all the healthcare workers, and even the government. I would say that government has very strong, very good resilience budget for everyone. But I guess many of us are also parents. Those who are at the front line, you yourself, your mother, your father, and even son and daughter. And we're thankful for the families that's behind the scenes supporting you guys to enable you to go out to work, with a peace of mind. Thank you very much for helping and securing the future of Singapore. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And over to Ben, our co-host, to round off this segment.
Yes, so again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I think with all the great work that you are doing, all the sacrifices that you make, that's why the rest of Singapore, most Singaporeans feel very safe. And even in other countries, I think a lot of you make a lot of sacrifices to try to make your community and try to make the people in your country feel safe. So keep up the good work. We can only support you from behind and show you our appreciation. But everyone also has a role to play, right? Make sure you keep the safe distance, make sure you keep the social distance. If your country is in a lockdown, stay at home, don't go out, don't play a fool. Try to, in Singapore, we are still trying to have some sense of normalcy. That's the government's approach. But of course, do it with caution, do it intelligently, no gathering above 10 people. And Yeah, stay safe, everyone.
Yes. And before we close the show, we want to say hello to our friends out of Singapore, whether in Malaysia, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, India.
Hi.
Hello.
So we know that it's interesting and trying times, so stay positive in your mind, stay healthy in your body, and together we can win COVID. Am I correct?
Yes.
So this is coming to the end of Munch with Jen and Ben. This is Jensen. Now, every Tuesday morning at 10:30, we bring this show to you to provide more light, more laughter, more happiness. So on Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m., we want to see you again. Now, this is Jensen signing off.
Hey, can we have a bonus section whereby
come.
we can teach the viewers some magic tricks that they can do?
Now.
Yeah. And then they can, if you are quarantined or you're on a stay-home notice, you can try and practice some cool magic tricks at home.
Yeah. Only on Munch with Jen and Ben, we have so much flexibility.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, come, let's rove into
That's a very quick
Edmund.
one.
Yes.
We're gonna have Jensen and Jaslyn here to help us with this as well.
Okay, Jensen need to manage
Jensen,
the
we only
important
need
thing.
one finger.
Oh,
Yeah.
one finger. Okay.
Alright, so all you need, right,
Yeah.
is let me try to get this mic
Get
over
mon-
here. Yeah?
Okay, this is a money performance.
Yes, a money performance. So now,
Money performance, yes.
this $50 Singapore dollars is,
Yeah.
of course, higher in value than the $10, right?
Yes.
So I'm going
Yes.
to put the 50 on top.
Okay.
Alright, 50 is on top. It's like an arrowhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lock them inside together.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like how you lock up the magician.
Okay.
I'm rolling them up
Yes.
like a spring roll
Rolling like a spring roll.
to lock them up
Okay.
like a popiah
Like a popiah. Wow.
to lock them up.
When you combine a $50 and a $10 to any kids, they'll be very excited.
That'll be $60.
Yeah.
So this is the part I asked Jensen to use one of his finger to press it down so that we can secure the lock, and then
Okay.
Jaslyn will hold it over
Pressing now.
Okay.
here. Now it's all locked inside here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna say the magic word.
What is that?
We're gonna say Jen and Ben.
Jen and Ben. Okay.
Jen and Ben.
Jen and Ben.
Jen
Remember
and
the
Ben.
50 is
Okay.
on top, the 10, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So now we're always trying to protect our customers' investments and so forth.
Yeah.
We are also trying to grow their money, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So now, this time, because we said the magic words Jen and Ben, and because you're watching this show,
Yes.
now we can successfully make the 10
Rise
Rise up. in value. No, not really value, but physically now it's locked, but it's on top of the 50.
Wow.
Woohoo! And it's still locked inside.
Eh? Yeah. Okay.
To learn how to do this magic trick, please send $50 to my Patreon, and then we can. No, we'll teach you right now how
Okay,
to do
yes.
it. Right? Okay.
Yeah, how
so
do we do it?
here's a secret. Here's
Yeah.
a secret. So all of us can practice this at home. It's a very,
Okay.
very easy self-working magic trick. All right. So like how I started. Okay, you just take the $50, you put it on top of $10. So this is like an arrowhead.
Yeah.
The arrowhead is facing you.
Arrowhead
right?
facing you,
So
yes.
$50 is on my right hand, side, and the $10 is on my left hand side.
Yep.
I will
Okay.
tell you when the secret and magical part will happen.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you just roll it like how I explained it. All right. You're gonna make your customers' money rise.
Okay.
Does it matter how tight or loosely you roll
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So my tip is that if you are doing this, if you want your child to learn how to do this, you can just insert a pencil inside, so the rolling is easier.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so
So
all you
it's-
need to do is just roll it.
So you have not done the magic yet because
Not
most,
yet, not
most
yet.
magicians have done the magic before we even have known it. You know? Yeah.
No, not yet. When
Not
it
yet,
comes to the what we call the secret part,
Okay,
I
the
will tell
secret
everybody.
part. Yeah.
Now we all know that the $50 is slightly longer than the $10.
Yeah, $50 slightly longer than the $10.
right?
Yes.
So if I roll it all the way to the end, right? Obviously the $10 will finish rolling first.
Ah.
Correct?
Yes.
So that's the secret. The secret is that now, if I allow the $10 to do a 360 degrees flip, right? A complete turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to slow down now to show you the secret part. Oh, you see that? After the flip is done, right, then you can ask your friends to hold on to each corner to maintain the lock. But actually, the trick is already done.
I see.
It's a self-working trick.
okay.
So a little turn would turn everything inside.
A little turn would
so
turn
I'm not going to get
everything.
Jensen and Jaslyn to help me to hold the ends over here. I'm just going to unroll it for you, just to prove to you that the $10 is now really on top of the 50.
The $10 is now really on top of the 50.
Right? Pro tip, masterclass tip. So now, if you put it on top, right, and you start rolling, they're going to ask me, Edmund, how do I conceal that secret action that you did
flip.
to allow the flip? It's
Yep.
so easy. right? You're already rolling this way, right? All right. All you have to do, your left hand comes right over,
Cover it.
cover it for a very, very short while. All the secret move needs is just like this.
The simple sleight of hand.
It's not just sleight of hand. It's just like anybody can roll a pencil. It's just just like that. That's it.
So you just cover it for that moment when it's
Just for like half a second, and then when you unroll it, the $10 is on top.
Thanks, Edmund. I think my sons will love me more now.
Okay. So don't tell your secret to your kids first when you're performing this to them first. Tell them the secret after you perform the magic.
Tell them the secret after you have performed.
Then you can tell them that I will teach. You can tell them that I will teach you this magic trick only after you have cleaned out your room. Or after you have finished all your fish and vegetables.
Then they'll start running away with your $50 and $10.
Yeah, I can imagine you'll be asking for dollar notes to do with it. And
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy this magic trick. Yeah?
And you know, we are coming to the end of the show. We're coming to the end of the show, and we still have questions coming in. So we'll just answer one last question, and that is from Azri. Azri, your question to Jaslyn is, with such early wake-up time, you wake up at 5, how do you manage to balance everything and make sure you get enough sleep? How much sleep do you get, actually?
I typically sleep at 11, so I make sure I have at least 6 hours of sleep. And then on weekends, I'll sleep in a little bit later, like until 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah, but to keep everything in balance and in that optimal balance, I guess we have to make our time very count and very productive. So yes, there's no procrastination, no me time literally anymore. But I think it makes it all worthwhile when you see that we are doing everything in balance. The kids are happy, I'm happy, and then customers are happy, and we are still out there, providing service at this moment of time.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes for parents, the me time is spending time with kids, right, to recharge and
Actually, it's to escape from them.
Okay, I was already trying to help you, Jaslyn.
No, we also need me time. We also need our self time to really recuperate ourselves and grow ourselves.
Actually, I have a question. I have a question for Edmund. I didn't get a chance to ask just now. I mean, obviously, being a clown is not something that you hear very often, right? Someone I choose to be a clown and all that. So, how do you get started on it? That's one. And the other one, what was the reaction like? Or I'm sure there are people who tell you, be a clown, can earn money or not, that kind of thing, right?
Good
so
question.
How do you overcome all these objections?
Now, Singapore is a very, very strange place to grow up in, I guess, because I think we are placed in a certain mold. Like just now we were talking about the JC thingy, talking about grades and all this. And all of us were like, we all could understand each other because we are being brought up in this certain mold, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a person who always asks, why not?
Why not?
So everything I do, I ask myself, why not we do it in a different way? Why not we try to do something different? Are there other ways of doing something? It's a bit different from how Singapore is being raised, the environment that we are being. But I think it's good that the government recognizes that there are different ways of learning, different ways of learning, different ways of carrying out education for our kids and so forth. So the question was, how did I
get started?
I think it's very important to find your ikigai.
Ikigai.
So you Google IKIGAI. Something that I think is a good life philosophy for everybody to find your inner self. So one thing I cannot deny is that I love performing for children. I love children. Right? So that was my starting point. So I started to do like magic for the kids and so forth. But I realized I don't like to do magic. I like to entertain them. I like the funny part of it. So magic is one of my tools that I use to entertain them, to make them laugh. So I actually like the funnier part of magic.
Which is why I part of magic.
Explored more into what we call comedy, and that will always lead you to clowning. I always say that like our modern day film stars like Jackie Chan, Mr. Bean, like Jim Carrey. They are all like clowns at heart. Just that they don't use the
Stephen Chow,
Stephen Chow. They just don't use the word clown. But if you notice their movies, right, all their techniques and so forth, they're actually clowning techniques. So about my parents, right, I'm very blessed to have parents who support me in what I do. My dad, especially, he says that as much as he wants me to spend time on my studies, he also wants me to spend time on my hobbies.
Spend time on studies, spend time on hobbies.
This is what he has inculcated in me since I was a child. Because he understands one thing that I think is important, that life is just not only about grades and work, but also about living a full life.
Living a full life, yes.
So I think you guys mentioned things like me time.
Yeah.
All these things may seem like frivolous and not important, but they're actually very important because
Yes.
they help us to become more productive the next day.
Yep.
And then the next day, and so forth. Yeah, so take time out for ourselves. I think this is important.
Take time out for ourselves and take time out to watch Munch with Jen and Ben.
And for parents out there, remember to allow your kids to live a full life, right?
Yes.
Let them pursue their hobbies as well. There's a lot more to just grades. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Ben, you enjoy this conversation?
Definitely.
Definitely. You know, every week we bring 2 person on the show. Now, who are the 2 people that we're going to bring on the show next week?
Hey, those last minute always test me like that. So next week we are going to have Cass Naomi Po. Yeah, so she's going to join us on the show. She's a successful female leader as well.
Yes, a director. She has 2 kids as well.
Yes.
She lives a full life,
As well,
Great
yes.
family life, beautiful work life, beautiful career, beautiful business. Then we also have from Jensen Siaw International our keynote speaker Christian Chua. So yeah. So Christian is also like living the dream life of many people with a successful business, being a very good speaker, and also living a very beautiful life with his wife and 3 kids. So once again, this is Jensen. We are right here at this show produced by Jensen Siaw International in collaboration with HR Advisors Network and Munch. So before we sign out, we're going to tell you that whatever you're doing right there, focus and really live a beautiful life. So till we see you again, this is Jensen.
And this is Benjamin.
And then we have our master clown, Edmund, and our beautiful lady, Jaslyn.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody say bye.
Bye. See you next week.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see you next week. Goodbye.